Hi guys, I want to talk about another video game topic, a light one. It's about the game genre survival horror. As you may know, my gaming time was in the late 90s and early 2000s, and survival horror is quite big for me. My first big adult, mature title was Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut for the PlayStation 1. And because it was brutal, a lot of action, and I always remember a magazine article where there was shown a screenshot about with the spiders in the bar. And yeah, it's burned into my brain, I guess. And what is survival horror, in my opinion? I'm talking about PlayStation 1 era, PlayStation 2 maybe, with the Silent Hill series as well. And what I mean by that, collecting ammo, you have minimal resources, you have to watch out your resources, level design, riddle solving. I guess I will take Resident Evil 1 as an example to explain some topics. You have weapons, firearms. First Resident Evil Beretta 92, of course. And back then it wasn't the samurai edge. It came first with the Resident Evil 1 remake on the Nintendo GameCube. But back then it was just the Beretta and Beretta pistol, 9mm of course, Parabellum, 9x19, NATO, and yeah. You had the weapons, you have limited ammo, because this ammo wasn't always just for combat, because ammo regulated where you could go and where not. Of course, you could run around enemies, could have been bitten, maybe a pro once through the game. No problem nowadays, but if you want to enjoy and take your time, if you don't have, if you just have 15 shots in your Beretta and no more magazines or clips left for the pistol. Yeah, I know it's not called clips, but in the game it is. And you are facing maybe 3 zombies, you at least would maybe need 20 to 30 bullets, but with 15 you wouldn't be able to pass them. And so ammo became a key item, in my opinion, and that was really, it's working great. Because every new survival horror which comes out nowadays, Echoes of the Living, Core Country comes to mind, you have a lot of ammo. For me it's not survival horror, in my opinion. And yeah, of course, in Resident Evil, if you play good Director's Cut mode, you can make headshots, you can save a lot of ammo, but you are not Rambo, of course. But Jill is Delta Force, of course, in the early 20s. Yeah, video game scenario writing, I guess. But hey, it's sold. What does that matter? Video games are fiction, they are not real, of course. And yeah, another topic about survival horror, level design. You have to collect item A to go through door B to get item C to unlock door D, for example. It was perfect. It was condensed. It was compact. That's what I like. You have a big puzzle box in your head. The whole Resident Evil 1 mansion is a puzzle box, if you look at that in this way. Resident Evil 2 with the art, old art museum, nowadays police station in the time of the game. And level design is perfect. Capcom made it great. There's a reason why nowadays title like Echoes of the Living, for example, yeah, they tried, but you can see it's not a game design from a big company, because Echoes of the Living, so for example, is way too much. Way too much areas, way too much stuff to do, way much stuff to collect. Crow Country was okay. I watched it, watched Let's Play of Bruger, of course, and Bruger, a German Let's Player. Was quite fun to watch. Yeah, level design, ammo pickups, defeating enemies, a small pool of health. You are not a super machine. You have to think about your gameplay. It's not one and gun. You make a mistake, you can go further if you make too much mistakes. Resident Evil 1 is some of the games you have to start a lot again and again, because you had to learn at first what's survival horror. And yeah, learning by doing. Resident Evil 1 is a great example of that. Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, great arcade action, liked it a lot. Just play it nowadays just for the action, not for the survival horror aspect. Code Veronica, of course, great game. If you know what you're doing, it's easy. If you not know what you're doing, when to let some items in the box, when you change character. For the first time, Code Veronica is a pain, I can imagine. But back then we played it, we finished it. Nowadays, today in April 2026, I heard a rumor about the remake. I don't know it's confirmed, but I don't play new games anymore. Silent Hill 2 remake was a great game. Being back in Silent Hill 2 for virtual vacation. But remakes like Final Fantasy VII remake, it's not the same game. One remake, but did nailed it. It was Resident Evil 2 remake, 2019. It's in my opinion the perfect survival horror game. Yeah, the Tyrant, Mr. X, I think it's not this. That's the only part I don't like, I guess. But on PC, you combine it with Nexus mod, no Mr. X, then the game becomes a totally different game, fully enjoyable. For me, at least, in my opinion. For me, my perfect Resident Evil survival horror game. Yeah, Silent Hill 1. Very good game. I just recently replayed it for my Let's Plays series, which comes up later. The graphics, guys, the graphics. I like PlayStation 1 graphics, but when everything is in 3D, it's not eye candy. Silent Hill 2, of course, very good game. I don't like the much walking, what you had to do in the game. It's the only game where my finger hurts pressing the D-pad up. When I'm running through the big areas in Silent Hill 2, I always use the analog stick, which I normally wouldn't do in a survival horror game. Silent Hill 3, very good title, very compact perfect level design. Silent Hill 3 is a very good game. After that, I stopped playing Silent Hill. Silent Hill 4, it's not, for me, it's not a Silent Hill, in my opinion. It's an action-adventure game, but it's not a survival horror game. But it's in the series of the original Silent Hill series and the storytelling. But it wasn't my game. I played it back then on PC, but don't remember it quite to be this much fun. Yeah, the old survival horror title, PlayStation 1, Galerians, the first one, very good game, not playable this much today, it's not this much fun. The Fear Effect series, one in Retro Helix. Yeah, you play an FMV video sequence with survival horror elements, action. Back then it was quite fun, today not as fun anymore. Signalis, one of the later new horror games. It was fun. I liked the atmosphere very much. Storytelling, it's perfect. It's like you're reading a good book. I didn't like the combat, aiming with the right stick, and I didn't like this much the camera angle, in my own opinion. But this game in another format make Resident Evil 2 remake with Signalis would be very good in my opinion. And I know there's a third-person mod, but I didn't try it. Maybe I will later, but I guess not. I don't have the time. I don't want to take the time. When I have time for video games, I just play the ones I really love. And if it's Shenmue, it's Ghost of Tsushima, just replaying the first camp, the combat once, or just waiting through Tsushima, replaying some stories. Shenmue, Ghost of Tsushima, these are my nowadays vacation games to go chill, if you might say it so, to relax, to escape daily routine. Yeah, what else to say? Yeah, survival horror. Nowadays, a lot of people are trying to reimagine like Echoes of the Living, Crow Country. But as I mentioned, the intentions are good. But the best one of these titles, in talking about the reimagines, were, in my opinion, in Signalis. It was compact, very good level design, music, excellence, storytelling. If you're a Ghost in the Shell fan, standalone complex, you have to play Signalis. Even if you don't like this type of game, it's the story alone. If Signalis would be available as a hardcover book, I would buy it immediately. The story is that good. Yeah, survival horror. That's all I can say about it. So, have a nice day, have a nice evening, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.